Well, hello there.
Hello?
Everyone's got it all figured out now. Charges have been handed down. Someone was arrested for manslaughter. I've seen a lot of comments, and it's about what you'd expect.
Bitch, are you dumb?
Pardon me?
Are you dumb?
I think she's
I
dumb.
think she's dumb.
I think she's dumb.
I think
Are
you're
you,
dumb.
like, medically speaking, are you like,
Like, I'm not trying to be mean. Like, are you dumb?
are you dumb?
I don't think anyone's going to be moved by anything. This situation is tragic regardless, and before we go any further, I want to say that it's very sad that this Air Force NCO lost his life regardless of what the circumstances are. Period. Next thought. Military investigations take a while, and military court takes even longer. It's just like civilian court. We won't know what happened. We may never know what happened. And you're not going to see the video from a nuclear weapons facility. That's just ridiculous. Those people in comments saying, we need to see the video. You don't have the clearance, bud. You don't, it's a nuclear weapons facility. You don't get to see in there regardless. I can't go there. I have a clearance. I have no need to be in that facility, and I don't have the need to know or anything like that. They wouldn't let me in there. They'd be like, what are you doing here? Turn around and go back the way you came.
Yeah, it's back the way you came.
That's how it would go. And if anyone leaks the video, whoever they send it to and receives it, and whoever decides to send it out would go to prison. So there's that. Now, why the manslaughter charges? Well, it's an OSI investigation on a death. The manslaughter charges, first off, let's cover what manslaughter is under the UCMJ. This is just the quick Google thing because I left my MCM on the ship. Article 119, involuntary manslaughter, involves the unlawful killing of another person without malice aforethought stemming from criminal negligence or recklessness, but not involving an intent to kill. It is an unintentional killing that results from actions that disregard the safety of others. So some of you might be saying, well, because there was horseplay and a guy died, it's his fault. The Air Force will view it as his fault regardless, because they were doing something they were not supposed to be doing, which is horseplay, if that's what took place, allegedly or whatever. Okay? So the P320 may still have been set on the desk. The M18 may still have been set on the desk. It may have still gone off, and he may not have intended to do any harm to his fellow airmen. Okay? That doesn't necessarily mean the gun's at fault. Could have been the airman, and it doesn't necessarily mean the M18 is off the hook either. SIG is definitely doing a victory lap right now, and they better calm that shit down real fast, because if this comes out in a couple years, if the airman gets found not guilty later and details come out about this investigation and it is the M18, they're gonna look real bad. They can't afford to take any more L's even though they are. So the SIG defenders are gonna sprint in here and say, oh, cope harder. All 5 of you, because I keep tagging Sig Sauer in all these videos because I'm not scared.
Why, Johnny Ringo, you look like somebody just walked over your grave.
You may not know what happened with this situation for years, and SIG, much like the mainstream media, will take advantage of this as long as they possibly can. They're already starting to in comments. Phil Strader's already made comments on it, which I think is extremely unprofessional and uncouth, buddy. You probably want to wait till everything's settled before you make any statements at all about it. And I know you're desperate. I know you're sinking fast and grabbing for anything that'll keep you from going any deeper. But you need to be careful with this one. That's my professional advice to somebody. But we'll see what happens. So just because someone was arrested and charged for manslaughter, the military owes the family an explanation. They are going to investigate it for themselves, and they also need to investigate it for the family to give them an answer on why their son is no longer with us. Okay? Even if there was horseplay, and even if this kid's guilty, if he put the holstered weapon on the desk, if he took the forks out, okay, and set the gun on the desk before they commenced their nightly horseplay and the gun went off, if that's what happened, the Air Force will still view that as something that shouldn't have taken place, and he is liable because he initiated the action that unfortunately took the other person's life. That's just the reality of being in that situation. That's the reality of the accountability level that military law enforcement is held to. And that's how the military is going to look at it. So even if the kid did something completely innocent and they were just going to grab ass and goof around, the military is not going to look at it like that. And every single one of you in my comments, the people that come by regularly that have served in the military, you've seen something like this happen, maybe not with the same effects or the consequences, but you've seen plenty of military members grab ass and wrestle and horseplay and do things they probably shouldn't in very dangerous environments, and it had consequences. It happens. All right? And I'm sorry, truly, deeply sorry that it took someone's life, and these weren't guys that worked for me. I have no hand in any of this. But understand that this is not the vindication for the Sig Sauer company or the MHS program or the P320 that people think it is. And it isn't the Sig Sauer was dropped down the stairs and killed an entire group of people and it's the worst gun in the universe. It may still be the worst gun in the universe, but we don't know that for sure. And we may never know what actually happened in there. So I caution everybody against going sideways on it. I have my theories, and my theories will stay theories until I see the results from the court-martial. But we may never know. It may be years, and I don't know if SIG's got that much time, quite frankly. But they're taking a victory lap on it, and I think it's gross. So don't be a part of that, all right? You can love the 320. You can think SIG did nothing wrong. That's fine. I would stay out of this one. I'd sit it out. Someone lost their life. And, like it or not, an M18 was involved in that, some way or another. We'll find out maybe, probably not. And just because someone was arrested for manslaughter doesn't magically erase the mountain of other incidents, video evidence, and the Marine Corps report about the MHS program guns going off, okay? That's not gone now magically, all right? This was one more incident. It's a very tragic and sad incident, and hopefully it doesn't happen anymore moving forward, and hopefully we can get a better service pistol, but we'll see what happens. As always, thanks for watching. Take care out there.